Hi, my name is Trevi.
And I'm Kate.
And welcome back to our podcast called 6 Feet Above. Ah! Best intro we've had in months.
Ever.
And
I don't even care that someone commented saying, please God, stop doing that intro. It's the worst thing I've ever heard.
It's the best thing
I've
ever heard.
Yeah, it jazzes me up. I got my nails done for you guys.
I love them.
First time ever.
You're giving me a whole aesthetic that I've never seen you tap into, and I'm actually obsessed with it.
You.
Actually, it was crazy.
For once. You're like, thank God you dress like a normal person.
Like the wavy hair, the polka dots, you have summery nails, the clogs.
Yeah. The clogs, eye clog. I wanted to do something like a mom in the 80s.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I'm channeling today. What are you channeling?
I'm channeling...
She's got a sparkly tube top on for those that don't.
Yeah, whoever's not on the video version. Yeah, whoa. I think I'm channeling disco elegance. I'm sorry. Me when I ask ChatGPT to make a subcategory. Yeah, I think that's my tea. I think I'm giving club girl up front and slutty office woman on the bottom. That's typically what I try to go for.
Yeah, and it works.
Some sort of Mew Mew club rat. And if someone ever asks for my style and what it is, I will just say that. Mew Mew Club Rat.
That is kind of your style.
It is kind of, only
actually.
Actually, it's crazy. Guys, if you're driving or trying to fall asleep, you can head on over to the description to listen to the audio version of this podcast. Once you're over there on those audio platforms, if you could rate us 5 stars, it would really mean a lot because over there, it really helps our podcast grow algorithmically. So we'd really appreciate it. Wow. Boy, there's a lot going through my big smart noggin right now.
Mine as well.
Are you okay? How are we doing? How was your week?
My week was good. I feel good.
Me when I lie?
I know. I'm lying. Let's be real. I'm lying. But no, I feel overall things are well. I'm really excited about where we're going with this journey together on this podcast. Hey, my show's almost sold out. April 27th.
At the Glendale Room.
At the Glendale Room. Get your tickets, description below. Comedy's going well. And I don't know, things are good.
Things are good.
All is well on the Western Front.
What about the Eastern?
No, so true.
Me when I try to check in on my East Coast friends.
Stop. How are you feeling?
Sister?
My girl's gleeful.
Stop.
And I'll tell you that much.
Stop. I did Coachella, and I know that for 17,000 episodes in a row, I was just like, yeah. No, I think it started off with me being not gonna do it.
Oh yeah, you're like, I'm not going back till I'm headlining.
It literally started from April last year of me being I'm not gonna go. And
I was in full support of you not going.
I know, but it's not like I knew that Gaga was headlining. And then Gaga comes out, and then I'm like, okay, maybe I'll do it if it falls into my lap. And then I was like, no. And then I was like, okay.
Something else fell into your lap, and it's like,
okay.
And I'm going to get the info out of you today.
All right. Well, you can try.
Yes.
I don't think I want to start with Coachella because I think I want to leave these. I want to get our watch time.
Yeah,
because if I get all this tea out,
well, we have other tea.
We have our other tea.
Yeah.
God, I ordered M&Ms and now it's all I can think about.
Yeah, and a Celsius for the both of us. Even though we already had one today, we got to get jazzed up for you guys.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to start with off our chest, or do you want to start with?
I guess off our chest, right? We've been starting off our chest early. Yeah.
It's just so. Do we have any other intro tea to gag about?
I mean, my off my chest is kind of the tea, something exciting I did this week.
Okay.
All
right, you guys, we've been dragging off our chest to the beginning because I think it really sets a tone. So if you guys don't know what off our chest is, it is our segment where we rant about something negative or rave about something positive that happened to us in the past week. Kate has been twiddling her thumbs and clacking her heels, so
what?
Dorothy, all it takes is 3 clacks.
Right.
Anyway.
Okay, well, guys, off my chest this week. So usually my off my chest is about open mics because I feel like that's all I do is grind in this comedian space.
Of course.
Which thank God. But I guess my off my chest is I did something a little out of the ordinary. I did something exciting. I went to a Clippers game.
You went to a Clippers game.
Yeah, I did. They were playing music while they were on the court.
Oh yeah, because you're like you vibe. Did you try the food?
I didn't try the food. I came like kind of late, but it was such a good time. It was such a gag. It was so crazy, like seeing them on the Jumbotron. I don't know. I was like, okay, I get why these men like worship these men. Because I'm like, the way they're just on a pedestal. I mean,
it's every man's gay.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's like, I get it now. I'm like, oh, if I was a man and I loved basketball, this would be like my holy grail. I'll say I wore my heels. I had 3 separate people as I was walking by them tell me, oh my God, you're so tall.
At a basketball
game. But it felt right. It felt good. I want to go to them all the time now.
Do you have one question?
Yeah.
Because you're extremely famous.
Right.
They obviously, like when they do like the thing where they go through the crowd and they
they
show
got
all the
me.
Celebrities. They got you on the Jumbotron, right?
Well,
podcaster, stand-up comedian, philanthropist, advocate.
Yes, yeah. No, weirdly enough, they missed me on the Jumbotron.
Wait.
And like the kiss cam as well, which was weird.
Whoa.
Yeah, and they missed that. I want to start going to more events like that because it was a lot of fun.
That would be fun. So I actually have done a Clippers game before.
Oh wait, really? How was it?
It was actually with Bumble.
Oh.
It was the first time. It was like 2018. Okay. It was the first time I ever gagged with my friend Makoa, ever.
Cute.
So I brought Makoa. I go, we're gonna get f***ing hammered and we're gonna eat all the food and we're gonna watch a bunch of hot guys play with balls. Mm-hmm. Right.
Girl, the athleticism is bananas.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's the NBA, but I was like, they're dunking, and it's like, it's as if they are not even trying.
No, they're not, because they're not.
They just do a little leap and a dunk. And I'm like, I can't even hop 2 inches off the floor. It was insane.
Yeah. So, like, were you following the game and you were like, you knew what was going on?
Yeah, well, I used to play basketball as a youth. And then I tore my ACL. But no, I knew what was going on. And I think basketball is like the only sport that's fun to watch.
I was going to say, I feel like it's like one of the easier ones to follow.
Football is so boring. It makes no sense. It stops every... Baseball? Oh my good God. That's why they have the baseball players be so hot, because it's so boring.
Yeah. That's why they all get BBLs in Mexico to keep the ratings up.
So true.
I know.
That's all they
Don't make me spill the doctor.
Name drop.
Well, I love that. Once again, for the people who don't like me chewing, I'm so sorry. I have it off my chest.
Okay.
It doesn't, it doesn't relatively directly affect me as I'm not a citizen, but it obviously affects me emotionally, and as like, it's my community, and it's like, we can split people up into different countries and different laws and stuff. Like, ultimately, it makes me sad, but I don't know how exactly they worded it, but yesterday, like in the highest court of the UK, and I don't know, like, I don't even remember them being like too gaggy about this. Like, I didn't hear anything, and then all of a sudden it's like, boom, they just like went like balls to the wall. Yeah. So apparently now trans women in the UK are no longer recognized as women. Girl. Legally. So I don't know if that means that everyone's in passports, and I'm assuming everyone's stuff is going to get reverted. And it's like, these poor women. I have so many trans friends in the UK though who are like freaking the out.
It's insane. Let's like focus on something that actually matters.
Oh my God.
Like the amount of work that goes into that for what? I do not get it.
I saw like a Daily Mail or something like post like how it happened. It was like some advocacy group like started the case.
Get a life.
And it was like showing the advocacy group, and they were all like boof women. And like,
really,
I will not shit on a woman unless a woman shits on me. But it, like, the top comments were all like, of course, that's the type of woman that's like...
No, literally. Like, they're jealous.
Oh, no, it was... The top comment was like, they always look like this.
Busted.
Like, turfed out.
Inside and out. Mm-hmm. Like, when you're that ugly on the inside, it's gonna come out on the outside.
It's not like I have much more rights over here anyway, but, like, it moved at a faster extreme over there. And as a person of that community, it's sad to watch, and I feel affected emotionally. But, like, my good God, like, we are so in such a position where it's like, if that's a woman's, and this is my opinion, right? Like, but if that's a woman's biggest issue that they need to take down first, there's so much more
Dude. Like,
there's so much more shit right now.
The amount of things that we need to tackle, and y'all are worried about that, something that has nothing to do with you and no effect on you, is so insane. I do not get how that can take up your headspace and you're that passionate about something that has nothing to do with you and there's actual problems in the world. The bathroom thing, the bathroom argument has never made any sense to me. Because they're like, a man's going to come in the bathroom. I'm like, a man would do that anyway. So like, he wouldn't stop him. Like, if a creepy man's going to go to the bathroom, he's going to go to the bathroom. Like, there's no lock on the door. What are you talking about? Like, tackle that.
First saw that argument that was like, well, if a man wanted to go into the woman's room and like do something to women, he would just do it.
Exactly.
He wouldn't go and get boobs and do that.
No, literally, like genuinely.
Imagine getting boobs just to enter the woman's room.
Right.
There's no.
And it's like,
I know.
Bro.
I know.
Y'all need your priorities straight.
I know.
And I don't even know what you're doing because it makes no sense because there's actual problems in the world. So
yeah, I mean, and I was just in the UK.
Right.
No wonder they were looking at me funny. They had a plan.
Girl, they were jealous.
I know they were.
Most are.
Guys, I hate to interrupt you in the middle of this episode, but if you could like, comment, subscribe, and ring the little notification bell. I know it sounds like a lot, but it takes 2 seconds, and it'll help our YouTube channel grow and be pushed out to more like-minded people like you. Well,
speaking of
horrible,
unnecessary, the ladies went to space.
Kate, I'm not. Kate. That was the best comedic timing. The ladies did go to space, Kate.
The ladies went to space. They thought they did something. They did not.
Was it fake? I saw a lot of people posting that it was faker than the moon landing,
No.
which I'm not gonna, because last time I think someone talked about this on a podcast. I think it might have been Tana. They got shit on. I don't think
moon landing was fake.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. No, I'm kidding.
But
Katy Perry probably started the rumor that it's fake because she's getting dragged to all hell.
Okay, I feel like I never come in unprepared. So can you kind of like run me down?
And I do?
Yes, because you literally were like, can we please talk about this? And I was down, but I need to be a little bit educated here. So it was Jeff Bezos's company or his mission, and then it was like all women. I saw the video of like them all ringing the bell, and then I saw Gail King when she like rang the bell. She was like, her face looked like she was not about to be down to do that. But like,
I think,
do you know why? Like, what's been gaggy about it? Why is it so controversial?
I think we just really have our heads in the wrong places.
Yeah.
Because we're like, hey, perhaps maybe we could afford rent and an egg. And they're like, actually, that's crazy. We're going to send a bunch of women to space.
Celebrities,
for like
rich
millions
ones.
of dollars.
Yeah.
So I think it's just the time and place. Like, America's really struggling right now.
No.
And then these like, right. And then these like out of touch humans and like, listen, I know they're probably great ladies, but you are out of touch when you're that fucking rich and you're doing something like that. You just are. And then to be like, I love love and everything's love. And it's like, hey, I don't know. Katy Perry, she was like, I just love love after like 11 minutes in space. And then Gail King's like smiling and it's just like, yeah, I lied to Gail King. You remember that?
You lied to Gail King?
No, in Megan Thee Stallion's documentary, she talked about how she lied.
No, I didn't watch it.
I lied to Gail King. She was like, first of all, okay, because I
just want to kick this shit off by saying,
fuck y'all. Listen, in Meg's documentary, I was mad because she's bearing her soul to Gail King, talking about how Tori shot her. Mm-hmm. And then mid-interview, Gail's like, did you fuck Tori? And she's like, and she was obviously embarrassed and didn't want to talk about it. And she was like, I'm literally talking about how I got shot. What does that have to do with anything? Mm-hmm. And then she lied and she was just like, no, because guess what? I would lie about that too. And on the spot, and she's like crying.
Yeah,
and it was insane. And then after Megan's like, I don't even, like, I wish she didn't ask me that. Like, it's embarrassing.
Is that why you said you didn't like Gail King on FaceTime today?
Yeah. Because, listen.
Yeah, I lied to Gail King.
Yeah, I lied to Gail King. Because, listen, when Megan's on this podcast, we're not going to ask about her sexuality or her sexual past. Like, that's insane. Especially I mean, this is literally supposed to be about the ladies in space.
No, let's go.
Off.
Let's drag every bit on that spacecraft.
And another thing. So yeah, I didn't like that. But anyways, it's just giving very out of touch, and it's not what we need right now. It's like, I feel like...
Yeah, it's the timing's off.
America's like, we need this. And they're like, oh, so actually that means that we're going to be super bigoted towards trans people and send millionaires to space. Cool.
Why don't we send a bunch of celebrities up in a rocket ship?
And it's like, girl, nobody... It's like nobody cares. It's not the time. Like, sick. And I think they really thought everyone was going to be like, yeah! Because it's like a diverse group of ladies.
Yeah, like an actual gaggy American moment.
Right.
I think it was more a meme.
Yeah, and people were saying it's giving when all the celebrities sang Imagine during COVID.
Oh. My
you guys
God.
Remember that?
That was on Zoom, right?
All the celebrities during COVID on Zoom sang Imagine for hope, and everyone was like, no, we're good.
I forgot about that. The things we saw, like TV and media do during COVID.
Yeah.
What else was there?
Oh my gosh. I mean...
Anything. Wasn't that like Jimmy Kimmel's show?
Yeah. So that was just, I don't know. And people were saying how after it, they were like, Katie, you're an astronaut. How does that feel? And then everyone was like, oh yeah, I go to the zoo. I'm not a koala bear or something like that. It's just like celebrities being out of touch. And I don't understand why they do the things they do. Because I'm like, it's really not that hard to at least pretend you're not out of touch, you know? Like, of course, if you're a celebrity and you're super rich, most of the time you're going to be out of touch unless you have like a normal upbringing. But like, for the most part, you will be. But I think it's important to like pretend you're not, or at least be humble about it, or like give back. I don't know. It's just like, and I know those celebrities like give back, but no, I'm not like on these ladies. I'm just saying, well, I know, I guess I kind of am, but I'm just saying that it's not what the earth wants right now.
And there's multiple meanings to that.
It's just not what the earth wants.
Yeah.
I think like in really bad times, it's not like celebrities shouldn't be flashing their wealth in these ways.
Maybe we can retouch back on this in a week when there's...
We'll retouch back on this, guys. Listen, I know that like celebrities can do whatever they want, but this was just my personal opinion. I'm not saying they're bad people. I'm just saying it was like, okay.
Right.
I guess.
I think it's going to be a developing story too. Like within the next couple of weeks, I feel like some truths may come to light.
Right.
And that's not me saying it's fake, but I'm just saying I think we're going to have some developments on like why this happened.
Yeah.
Speaking of being high, you know, like up in the sky, there's multiple ways you can be high. And one of them is at a music festival. So let me tell you about how I didn't do that.
You didn't do that.
But I did go to Coachella, like we mentioned in the beginning of this episode. Let me just preface by saying this, and I'm so excited to recap and gag with you about this because I want you to feel like you were there with me. And when I was at Megan's set, the first person I called,
well, we'll get into that. And I will say, guys, Trevi's real because I was like, let's have a guest today that also went to Coachella. And she was like, no, because you're going to be left out. And I said, so true.
Yeah.
Because I would be. Because I'd be like, and what happened next?
Me and like someone else. And then it's just like, we're all talking about it. But do you remember that one time? Yeah. And then Kate's just like,
and I'm like, the Clippers?
I envisioned it in my head and I go, I don't like the way that looks.
And you're real for that.
Yeah. Preface by saying like, I feel like I've only ever gone to Coachella with like a large group of people and like my friend group. And I know that that's like super gaggy and I love doing that. I feel like in the past 2 years, like you can even go back to the last episodes, I always leave Coachella being like, I don't know why I did that.
Trash.
Yeah. I was like, I don't feel like I got to see anybody that I wanted. I felt like I was like barely eating. My feet were hurting.
That
like,
crazy shit happened last year where that girl disrespected you.
Yes.
Some fucking influencer that I wish I could name drop.
She asked me what genitals I had, right?
Yeah. She was like, what type of genitalia
I think I saw her walk by.
Did you fight her?
Yeah, but...
You better... Okay, no.
So that was not the case this year.
No one disrespected you, right?
Nobody. Well... I think nobody disrespected me. Basically, all I'm saying is that like drunk fans at a music festival when you're sober.
Oh, girl.
It's a whole
Wait, I want. Okay,
beast.
tell me a story like that.
Well, I was with someone who's never. What do you? So I was with someone who's never like been around me for like a.
Who? Who were you with?
I was with a friend.
Okay.
Yes.
What kind, like a friend, like a man or a woman?
It was someone of the male species. Yeah.
Okay,
Anyway,
I
but
was
they've
just
never been
wondering.
with me through like a bigger event where like people come up to me and
They didn't know your impact.
He looked at me like there was this one who came up to me very much like Harry Daniels style, like just started like screaming in my face,
Stop.
like singing my songs. And then there's like this monologue at the beginning of my song called Sinner. And it's like this 30-second monologue, and he somehow knew it by heart and literally just like came up to me and then just like started being like, they say the eyes to the like, and he's like watching this happen. Mind you, this is day one. Yeah, but I loved it, and I loved meeting. I mean, 99% of the time, everyone was just super gorgeous, sweet, amazing, and even like him, like he wasn't bad. It was just like,
He sounds perfect.
honestly, he was, but it was just like. I wasn't on that vibe yet of like, I wasn't fully adjusted. I feel like
Right.
I was like 5 minutes into being there and I was like, okay.
Oh, I can't imagine how I'd react to that.
He looked at me like, do you need help? And I'm like, I got that.
You're like, yeah.
It was pretty great. I will say this right now, and I'm just gonna say this. It was such a different vibe this year. Just when you go with one person, oh my, everything's so much easier. And I love my friends to death, and I'll continue to gag with my friends till the day I die. But being with one other person who's like go with the flow, and I'm go with the
thank
flow if
God.
it's like with one person, and it's like I feel like I'm always able to find a middle ground with people. But it was just like I got to see everyone I wanted to see.
Thank God.
You know, Friday night rolls around, Gaga headlines Coachella.
And how was that?
I'm gonna say this as like if I have to bully Lady Gaga because I know her potential, I will.
Really?
Right? Like I am a critic of the woman that I love because I know her potential.
Yeah.
That was her best performance
Really?
in like since the Monster Ball. Like at least to me, like I think it was her best performance in like 10 years. And she hasn't had a awful performance, but
Right.
like she stepped it up. The dancers, the budget, the sprinkling in of like perfect fan songs that only fans would know, and with like mainstream songs and like songs from the new album, and like tied it in all together and categorized them and split the whole setup into different acts that like were revolving around a certain topic. Was just super back to that like grungy, like dark art.
Yeah.
That like ominous art that almost makes you feel a little uneasy. And it's like, I love when she sings like, you know, Somewhere Over the Rainbow with a side part and a gown at the Oscars. Gag it up, Gaga. But like, I need an upside down cross every here, like once in a while. And that's not because
So
I
much
like
to
upside down
ask.
crosses for the meaning. I like the vibe of the art.
Was Charli XCX the same night as Gaga?
No, she was the next day. I'll get to her. Swear to God.
Because I'll get to her too.
No, because I will get to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was aghast. I just had such a great view. Her vocals were insane. And then, you know, our girl, Gaga, every time will always move to that damn piano. And she just, you know, will, in the middle of her set, just get on that damn piano. And I lost it.
Really?
I lost it in front of everyone. I lost it in front of the person I was with. It was, I absolutely bawled, because I haven't bawled like that to Gaga since her last Coachella set. Like sobbing, like makeup took me an hour. Like
Jeez.
I did like gaggy makeup, and I
Right.
just, it was the last set of the day. I said, hey, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I get it.
yeah,
Sometimes we cry.
yeah.
To Gaga.
Um, so day 2 happens.
Okay.
Okay, first set I see of that day. I start running late as a motherfucker that day.
Okay.
First order of business, get some sleep in, wake up, go to Interscope party.
Okay.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Loved it. Fun in the sun. I got sunburnt. Love that damn party. If I could go to that every weekend, I would. They should open up an Interscope club.
Whoa.
Mind you.
That's a loaded statement.
No, it is. And it's like seeing all these people that, not only that I like idolize as artists, but like people within the industry that I'm like, I know I'm going to be in a room with you and you're going to be like
Gagging over
gagging over me.
Yeah.
is like, I love feeling like I'm in a room that I know I belong in.
Yeah.
You know? So that was super fun. We left immediately from there. We dropped off the things that we got at the event, and then we're like, okay, we're going to Charli. Okay? Go to Charli.
Dude,
Insane.
Listen, I have been looking at my TikTok. I truly, like, I am such a big Charli XCX fan now. I'm so obsessed with her.
It's recent, right?
Her song, track 10, when I saw her track 10 performance, I blame it on your love every time I it up. And then she screamed, she was like, ah! And I was like,
did you
this is so, yes, I was like, this is so, she's so good. I have been replaying that specific TikTok on my phone, and now a bunch of thirst edits of random celebrities to track 10 is my entire FYP, and I'm obsessed with it.
Wait, I have
she's
to
so
show you.
good.
She was
And bringing Lorde on
first time they've ever performed that.
together?
Do you know the lore behind the song?
Yeah.
Right? That they like didn't like each other, and
Yeah.
that's how they made up.
Yeah.
By like doing that song.
But I'm like, why? I wanted Lorde to have like a grand reveal. Like, I wish she was just like behind a curtain, but she
Wasn't she?
No, she like walked up on stage and people were like,
Babe, everyone was screaming. Don't you dare act like they didn't gag.
no, they were screaming, but I was like, she deserves a bigger reveal.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm not a musician, so what do I know?
The energy was very like so different than Gaga, and it was like you know what I love about women is just the diversity of like performances. Like Gaga was super structured and super choreographed and like showed so much emotion, but then it's like I go to like Charli's set and it was so like free spirited and
Yes.
super like loose and like full of female rage and like
So good.
Same with like Megan, it was just like so empowering. It was Megan, and we can go chronologically, but like
Yeah.
Megan's guests that she brought out like really meant something because they were like, I think she brought out Queen Latifah, she brought out Sierra, like she brought out like a lot of people that really changed hip hop for women.
Oh my gosh. Victoria Monet, right? She brought out?
Yes, and she brought out Victoria Monet.
Yeah, it's like I was there.
Yeah, and Victoria Monet, and she brought out a.
Yeah, she looked so good. And Trevy FaceTimed me while Megan was on, but the FaceTime wasn't working, which was devastating.
There's no.
You did send me
service.
video footage, and I almost like posted it on my TikTok, but I was like, that's kind of weird because I didn't take this video. But
You could, girl. I did. Well,
Girl.
I'll tell you. I ripped someone's video for a reel that ended up getting 1 million views, and I feel bad.
sorry.
I credited them, but
Whatever.
we'll get to that in a second because
Yeah.
that was a gag, and
Yeah,
I need to
that's-
stop saying gag. Every time I say gag, can you hit me?
Yeah.
Punch me.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So what really was so upsetting about Megan's set, so as we know, she's a queen and she's on her own divine timing. But that also doesn't mean that
Right.
she wasn't 15 minutes late to her own set.
15? That's it?
Yeah, it's good, right?
Wait, I thought that was like, when you told me she was late, I thought it was like 3 hours.
No, but like if you're not a headliner, like I think
Oh, you
headliners
can't be late.
You can't be more than like a 5-10
Really?
minute. So her last 2 songs, they just straight up cut her music and her mic
Are you serious?
in the middle of the song.
What?
That's what I sent you the video. I go, look at how sad she looks.
Oh my God, I thought she was serving the whole time.
No, she was serving on the thing because her song stopped in the middle. Everyone was cheering because they were like, keep performing. But she's singing into the mic. Nothing's coming out. They cut her set.
Jail.
And I was so-
I'd be so mad.
And she like the monitor, like the camera went on her face. You could see she just kept going like this. She's just like, she was f***ing pissed. And I was pissed too. And
What
like
song was it? Do you remember?
whatever one of the last 2
okay.
ones were, but she was livid. But you know what? She was very like upset. You could tell in the beginning, and then she just continued. Her and the dancers continued to do all of the choreo, based off like they couldn't hear anything. I don't think.
Really?
So they like did all the choreo.
She said, "I'm not getting off the stage."
No, she didn't until she finished her whole set. She sat there.
Love.
The stage was silent.
Are
she
you
finished
serious?
2 songs. She just finished the entire set, and the whole crowd is like clapping and cheering.
I'm dead.
And they're like, because she's such an amazing performer.
Oh my God.
Can I just say,
It's
when I was
insane.
watching that performance, I watched
Yeah.
it top to bottom, by the way,
Love.
for you.
Thank you so
Of
much.
course.
Thank you.
Because I know you'd immerse yourself in a Gaga's world if you had the opportunity to.
Absolutely.
Can I just say what she talks about on stage and what she stands for?
Oh my God, what did she
Like,
say? What did she say?
Just it's so empowering,
Yeah.
and she makes you feel so hot.
Wait, what? Give me an example. Of
She just made me like feel so hot and confident and like I just wanted to like party and just live my life. Like the things that she sings about, talks about how she just like it's a man. Like it's just she's so top level queen energy. And I think, and I don't want to be like I never understood why you love her so much, but I think that was the performance where I was just, first of all, I was just thinking about you the entire time. And I think, because I was telling my friend that I was with, I was like, my best friend and podcast co-host is going to get a kick out of this when we film next week. And I really realized, I was like, she is that girl and she's going nowhere. And I love that she's independent.
Yeah. Insane.
So cool.
Period.
So cool that she has no one running that shit but herself and her own enterprise.
Yeah.
What an inspiration.
She's such an inspiration.
Music, and what an inspiration to women. Wow.
I have to see her live. I
cannot believe you haven't seen her live.
I know. Because, I get like weird about concerts and big crowds, but like I need to see her live. Absolutely.
We'll make it happen. I don't know how we're going to make it happen.
Change my life, yeah.
Can you just find out when she's playing somewhere next?
Yeah, and I'll buy us 2 tickets, literally.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Because that episode of 6FA.
Oh.
Bye.
Bye.
I think Megan was the last day, or was she day 2? I feel like you'd know.
No, I don't know.
I
think it was the last day.
Was it?
Yeah.
Guys, I hate to interrupt you again in the middle of this episode. I'll make it super duper quick. We have another brand new bonus episode on our Patreon, patreon.com/6feetabove. If you want the extra Coachella tea, and Kate and I are going to get deeper on some things. So please head on over and subscribe. We do brand new bonus episodes every week. We are a self-funded podcast, so every time you guys join us over there, it helps keep this podcast alive, and we appreciate you tremendously. All right, back to the episode.
She looked so good.
Yeah.
Oh, she's everything.
Can I reverse back to day 2 for a second?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I am tired. My feet hurt. I am sitting on the grass. Green Day comes on. Okay.
Oh my God.
I'm like, wait, this is actually kind of.
Yeah.
I was like, I wouldn't ever like voluntarily show up to a Green Day concert, but I was like, I kind of know every single song here, and this is kind of everything. I'm vibing in the grass. Me and him decide to go backstage to meet up with my friend Justin, whose birthday it was. I was like, you know what? It's Green Day's in the back for the ambiance. Like, you could still hear them. So we go meet backstage, my friend Justin, and Green Day starts to finish up. And they have, for what it seems to be, more fireworks than any other headliner, any other performer. And it was just like, boom, 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 boom. And their last song, I'm like, someone wholesaled fireworks. It's like they were trying to get rid of all of them at once.
Yeah,
I was
girl, we don't need this for basket case. Like,
no, like actually.
Yeah.
And I literally was like, that's a lot of fireworks. And then I was like, wait, that's a lot of fireworks. And then I look up at the sky and I'm like, hello, can you stop? And then it's like, I was like, this doesn't seem right. Tell me why I'm looking up at the sky as soon as I start yelling at the fireworks as a joke. And I'm like, all right, we get it. One of the fireworks shoots up into the sky, gets off track, crashes. So it doesn't shoot up into the sky. Instead of shooting up into the sky, it starts charging towards the artist compound.
No.
That I'm in. I'm looking. It looks like an asteroid.
Oh.
It's charging at me. I thought I was going to die. Like, we all thought, like, if there was a split second in my life where I ever thought that I was going to die, that was one of those moments. It was, I can't explain to you how close it was. Me to Brie.
Are you serious?
It crashes into right in front of a trailer, ricochets, explodes onto all of us. Okay?
What?
No. And I don't know, like, how nothing didn't directly, like, singe my skin, because it just, like, when it hit the ground, it, like, ricocheted up. But then, like, the smoke immediately, the whole artist compound was filled with smoke. Everyone's coughing, okay? Palm trees start lighting on fire.
What?
The trees were on fire, and then
girl, you almost died.
No, legit.
I would have been so annoyed.
The personal injury lawsuit, gag.
Girl.
Wait, punch me. And then Coachella staff was like, everyone get out right now. So then
everybody out.
Everyone backstage is evacuated. Thanks, Green Day. I guess I got woken up when September ends. Is that
literally?
them?
Yeah. Wake me up.
It's my birthday, you know that?
Banger, but
the end of September.
Really?
September 30th, last day. Yeah.
I knew that.
I genuinely think it was an accident. I don't think they meant to have that many fireworks because something got off track.
Someone on
Literally-
their team needs to get fired.
Yeah, but you saw my reel.
Yeah.
So that video in the beginning,
A million people saw it.
someone filmed it. My friend Trevor, who filmed it and then posted. I was like, oh, I want to take the video and stitch it with like, because Justin filmed me right after it, like my reaction, and I was like, babe, we just got blown up at Coachella. So if you guys didn't see my commentary after the fireworks blowing up, go check out my Instagram, and while you're at it, go like my Coachella dump because I served some lugs.
Yeah, please. Your Coachella dump, I got confused. There's a picture of you holding a guy's hand. I'm trying to pretend like I don't know.
Okay.
Who is that? Who is that? Explain yourself. Or are you
Okay.
going to save it for the Patreon?
I
No, because you don't want to talk about it, but guess
okay,
what? I'm
the
forcing
reason
you
I
to.
don't want to talk about it, and this is, and I hope for any listeners and watchers and you understand, is because
don't.
when I actually care about something,
I know.
I can't. I genuinely want to hold on to something that's like, I don't want to say it's like a private thing because we were in a
Yeah.
public place. And it's like, obviously, I snuck something like that into my post.
Right. And it was sneaky.
It was a
hot.
sneaky, cheeky little moment.
I mean,
but
if you ever hear us talk about a man that we're interested on this podcast,
If
just
we're
know
not actually
It means
interested.
we don't give a f about
means
him
we don't-
because
no.
we're like, well,
Yeah.
whatever now.
Yeah.
Because like it's out in the open and we look crazy now because we talked about it. Even though this is a gag podcast
Yeah.
and it's a ladies' night.
Yeah.
But I get being scared to talk
It's-
about anything romantic
I
when it's
think-
new.
Yeah, and I think because it's a new-ish thing, and like, why don't we protect Trevy at all costs?
Yeah. I know.
Because if I come out here and I'm gagging on here,
my man, my man, my
no,
man.
right?
And then
no,
next
you
week,
know where home is.
yeah, you know where home is.
Okay. If I'm gagging on here and then by like
Girl.
2 weeks, 3 weeks from now, we're deleting the episode because God forbid.
Literally.
God forbid.
I mean, I gagged about that one guy that's comedian and I got dogged to all hell, so.
That's what and we deleted
Girl.
all of those.
No, we didn't, but we should.
We should.
It was literally the fucking Tara Yummy. Tara Yummy episode.
Oh, you got
and
that
I'm like,
yum.
I was literally going off. I was like, he's so respectful and so nice.
Bye.
Lamau. Tara Yummy. What the fuck was that?
Lamau's crazy, by the way. I don't want to scare anybody. I don't want to scare myself.
I know. Even though I would love if a guy talked about me on his podcast. If he was like, I like this girl.
Yeah.
But it's different.
And when I'm
we're-
ready, obviously, you guys are the first people I'm going to gag with.
Yeah. And you know what? Let me gag real quick now that we're talking about it.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
So as you know, I date once a year.
Yes.
I literally might go on a date next week. Can you believe that?
A real...
And he's tall.
with a human man.
With a human man who lives in LA and he's tall.
Do I
And
know?
I want you guys to know, Trevy, does this ever happen?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
That sounded kind of sad when you said it. I'm going to show you right now because I actually want your opinion.
Let me see. Can I just hold? I won't like
Just no, you like it every time.
Wait.
Like, kind of
Oh!
gag. Kind of a
Hey,
gag.
I'm so proud of you.
I know, it's kind of your type.
I'm like, let me just check my... No, I'm kidding.
No, doesn't he look like someone that would be on Raya?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But thank God he's not
Well, we don't know that.
at all. I'm actually extremely proud of you. Are you sure you want to be saying that on the podcast?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
I mean,
So you don't actually like him?
No. At all. Well, I don't know him.
Cool.
So I'm going to say it on the podcast.
And then
if
you're
I go on a
never gonna
date,
follow
I fall
up.
in love with him, and then I regret saying it on the podcast.
Or if you follow up on the date on the podcast, means you don't give a shit if he lives or dies.
True.
Yeah.
Or maybe the date won't even happen, guys. I don't know.
I'm very proud of you, though.
Yeah, it's a big deal for me because I rarely talk to men
Yeah.
in that romantic setting. And I'm trying to do that more.
Yeah, because I was fed up with your last episode. You go, I think I'm celibate. Don't. Don't
Oh, yeah, I forgot
even
I
say
said
the
that.
words.
Low-key, I was.
Was.
I mean, I am. Like,
Oh.
I literally am.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good to know.
Okay. Back to Coachella. I am.
It was the weirdest thing, though, because this Coachella, I just felt super in my body. I felt like it was also a full moon the first night, or maybe the second night, but it was. I just felt super aligned. I was very relaxed. I know the ins and outs of this festival by now because it's like my 8th time going. And it's like I just had not necessarily a plan, but I just felt like I knew what was going on. And it was super weird because like I'd be talking about something at Coachella and then 15 minutes later, whatever we were talking about would pop up in front of me.
Example.
Okay. We talk about a certain, and doesn't need to be relevant, but like we talk about a certain influencer.
Oh, okay.
Okay. 5 minutes later, boom. We talk about a certain person at a certain company who we don't even know is here. Okay. The head of talent. Oh my God, hi. We talk about a certain, vintage clothing item that used to be popular back in the day. Mm-hmm. But I'm just giving examples off the top of my head. And then I also go, wouldn't it be a gag if she brought out Lorde for the first time?
No.
For her first performance ever for Girls So Confusing? Obviously, that one is like, you could maybe predict that, but there was no signs or hints.
Yeah, right.
And then Lorde comes out and I'm like, what the hell is going on with me?
Okay, you have powers.
Okay? And then I was talking to my friend who lives out there, and she's like, oh, you didn't know? And I was like, what? Uh-oh. She's like, oh, the desert is like very metaphysical.
Whoa.
Like, and you came when it was a full moon. Like, you are here this weekend manifesting. Like, you are actively manifesting. And I was like, first of all, gag, hit me.
Oh my God.
I need to stop saying that. First of all, I was like, okay, yeah, slay. And then second of all, I was just like, that makes a lot of sense. Like, I don't know, like just something about like the desert is very eerie to me. It's just like not common land. Like it's just, I don't know. And just such a place full of so much energy. There was just a lot of energy. There was like, 200,000 people. It's a lot of energy in one room, and music, like as a form of art, like lifts people's vibrations. Sue me. And the full moon on top of that. Okay. It's Monday morning, right? Festival ends. I'm asleep. I get woken up to the biggest earthquake I felt since Easter 2007.
I didn't even feel it.
You didn't feel it?
No.
It shook the entire bed frame, the entire house. I was speaking of Dorothy clacking her heels a few times. I felt like I was in that damn tornado. I literally, I called it the Coachella quake to my friends. I said, guys, y'all are going to hear about Coachella quake.
Yeah.
Because that's what shook everything into reality. I think that earthquake really made my manifestations really activate.
So you were actively manifesting.
Yeah, like when you put like a powder in a water, like an electrolyte, and you shake it. Yeah. Trevi's it. I think that's what happened of sorts. Yeah.
Tectonic plates.
Yeah. Capital T for Trevy.
Yeah.
But it was, Kate, I thought it was like a 9.0. I thought it was the big one.
You thought the
were
Earth
toast.
was going to split in half.
And it's what the Earth apparently wanted.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. It was spooky.
Oh,
it
and
was
you
so
manifested
spooky.
heavy.
Just from like everything popping up every 15 minutes to like the full moon to like her telling me about the metaphysical desert and then the earthquake. It's like, that was an earthquake. It wasn't like the plates like moved. Like it was like a ba-boom, chandelier swinging, pictures falling off the wall.
Wow.
Bed frame shaking.
I literally didn't feel it, and I got the Amber Alert for it.
Right.
What the hell? I was working out.
It was crazy. And then that woke me up, and I woke up to me shaking. I thought it was like the garage or something. Like, I don't know. I just was thinking of like everything that it could be. No. Quaked out.
That's crazy.
Quaker Oats. Which who should sponsor, by the way.
Right, because what are you waiting for?
I think I think that's all I have. I mean, asthma attack every 5 seconds because of the dust.
Right. Any like influencers? Any influencer team?
No one was disrespectful to me. I did see the squatters.
Oh,
I did see the squatters.
Where they stayed.
Do they know?
Yeah. No.
No, I think it was a hilarious gag of like, wow, look at y'all back. That was bold for y'all to be back.
That was a year ago?
Yeah.
That they squatted?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Time flies. Yeah, that is bold that they're back.
I know. There was a lot of influencers, but I feel like there wasn't as many as there normally is. I feel like a lot of people didn't really go this year, which I loved.
Yeah, that must have been nice.
I actually kind of loved.
Cut out the small talk.
Yeah, I mean, but mind you, every celebrity I saw, every influencer I saw, honey, jaw swinging. Hope that it was worth it. Gum was a hit this year.
Right, I bet.
Gum was a hit.
Must be so fun on drugs.
Right. I'm trying to think of any fun celebrities that I saw backstage. I met Zane Lowe, the head interviewer for all of like the A-list pop stars on Apple Music. Does like the Gaga interview and like the Gaga interview.
Is he nice?
And like the Gaga interview.
Right.
Did you see the carpool karaoke? He did a carpool karaoke series on Apple TV with Chappell Roan, Lady Gaga, and Dua
good for
Lipa.
him.
He's my favorite interviewer. He was so kind to me. He's like, I really appreciate you coming up to me. I can't wait to hear your music. Like, send it over.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, absolutely.
Say less.
And apparently he has like such a intense story with like mental health and stuff too. So it would be such a gag if not only came on his show, but if we could somehow got him on here.
Please.
Babe, he was amazing. That's all, honestly, all that mattered to me.
That wraps it up.
I think that wraps it up.
Slay.
When I washed my hair. Because I didn't get my hair wet. Because why would you get your hair wet in the
Yeah.
desert? Because
Why would you
dust
do
gets
that?
back in it.
Yeah.
When I washed my hair, it looked like gutter water.
Really?
Yeah, it was insane. I had the whole desert in my head.
Like, I don't know how you look cute at Coachella after day one.
Perfume.
Like,
That's how you look cute.
I'm just like,
Perfume and deodorant.
it
That's
makes
how you.
no sense.
Yeah.
It's wild. But good for you. Good for everyone that went. Glad you had a good time.
I really like. I was fiending to like just offload this experience onto you, and obviously I've gagged to you in private how this has been to
Right.
me, but it was a really good time, and I don't think I've been able to say that in a long time.
Yeah.
Genuinely enjoyed myself. Genuinely enjoyed all the music. I was moved emotionally and artistically, and it made me so excited about music because recession pop is back. Honey,
Yeah.
it's giving tariff.
It's like literally tear if, but it's like, what more can we ask for, you know?
Yeah, it's teareth me apart.
When I'm with you.
Should we? Did you have any specific people's outfits that you want to clown on, or like that you?
Everyone was talking about how bad everyone's Coachella outfit was. And I saw a lot of,
I don't think mine was amazing, but I never go to like.
I mean,
Make a statement.
that's the thing. It's like, it's not a fashion show. Aren't you supposed to look bad? Also, everyone was shitting on the bubble skirt. They were like, enough with the bubble skirt. It looks like a diaper.
So many bubble skirts, and
Really?
that belt came back.
And the belt.
Do you know what belt I'm talking about? The
Yeah,
little
I do.
discs?
Yeah. I don't know. I think like with festival clothing, it's not supposed to be that cute. And
I was there for comfort. Sorry.
Right. And everyone was like glamorizing this one girl that dressed like she was in 2016. And I was like, all right, what do we want here? But the bubble skirt was triggering because I wore that my first day of 6th grade with an Abercrombie polo. And it just didn't feel right to see it at Coachella. So I didn't like it.
Every brand was doing the bubble skirt and the disc belt this year. They said, "Hey, guess what? We're
bringing
gonna
it
make some
back."
cash. We're gonna make some bread."
That's cash flow. But yeah, the micro shorts, I mean, go off. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't like wearing shorts because my thighs rub together and I get a rash.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't relate to that. Sorry. If I was at
God
Coachella,
forbid.
I would be wearing pants with a flare and a crop top.
I could see you in like a leather a cheetah skimpy top and like some like
Yeah.
leather
Yes.
like booty shorts, maybe some like cute like
With tights under it.
fishnets.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's what I'll wear when I'll go
This
to Coachella.
Let's go.
To Coachella?
Right now.
Is it still happening?
It happens again this weekend.
What?
I know, it's 2 weekends.
What is wrong with you guys? Like, stop.
Well, back in my alcoholic era, which wasn't real, by the way, it never happened.
No, because alcoholism
I
isn't
would do
real.
both weekends.
Sorry?
I'm sorry.
Did you stay there the whole week?
How many times does your Johnny to swing,
Yeah.
honey?
Wait, did you stay there the whole week? Or
No,
do you
I
go
would go back
home?
to LA
for a
and
week?
and come back. Yeah.
That is so crazy that people do that back to back.
Should we go to Stagecoach as like as a gag?
Is that the country?
Could you imagine?
The way I'm down.
I imagine I just don't leave because they kill me.
Right.
Right.
Oh yeah, okay, let's not.
No, but that would be a slay. Like even if not this year, like I think like right. You know what? Cut. No, I don't think Stagecoach would be a moment for me.
I don't think that's for us.
But it's also like, who's to say we're not welcome in a space? Them.
There's only one way to find out, yeah.
Right. The people who don't, want
Right.
me in their space.
Right. So
Yeah.
I don't know about all that, but
Well, you know what they are for not wanting us in their space? They're
Yeah.
minimally intelligent.
God, and I've been actually screaming that from the rooftops.
You have, and
Yeah.
I don't want to like freak you out, but I do have a microphone in your room, and I've been hearing you say that lately.
I know you do.
Like it's been streaming to my phone, and
Right.
every time you say it, I'm like, she's been saying it lately.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah.
Welcome to the segment.
Welcome to the motherfucking segment called Minimal Intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, almost butchered it. Where we find a message on a social media platform for anything that is on our phone. Most of them are from a man, that we find to be minimally intelligent. Mm-hmm. And I know you have a gaggy one, so.
Well, this was from a woman.
No.
But it's like not minimal intelligence at all, but it's not like, I wouldn't say it's maximum.
Okay.
But she said this. She goes, Kate, I love you and wish you would post photos on this photo app because you're very hot. And I'm sorry, no one, parentheses, just me, wants to see videos on IG because I never scroll this app with sound. I just come here to see my girlies looking hot. Also, you're the funniest person ever. Please never stop doing 6 feet above. So it's like maximal intelligence. And like, can I just say, I agree. You think I want to be posting reels? You think I want to be posting a reel with a bunch of people calling me an unfunny cow? Like, I didn't want this life. But unfortunately...
Yeah, but you need to post more photos.
No, I know. But like, if I
get it.
Listen, one day I'll be able to have the Instagram presence I want, which is honestly posting hot photos and then the occasional reel for a brand deal. It's giving your Instagram. I would like to have your Instagram presence one day. But
and I'd actually like to have yours because I
No, you don't.
Scared for my life to upload a reel.
Okay. But like, obviously... whatever, it's good to grow the following. I wouldn't say you need to. Like, I need to grow my following to A, help this podcast, and B, sell comedy show tickets. So I'm going to be posting the reels. Listen, when the budget comes, I'll be hitting those photo shoots.
Yeah.
And I'll be giving you queens.
The serve you deserve.
But for now, please like and comment on the reel. Yes. I need the engagement.
No, but also
I don't want to be posting
I don't want to like side with this girl, but I think there's a world where you can also post
both.
more photos.
No, because I need to. Because
You
like I feel
should.
like people are forgetting that I'm a
I
bad
love
bitch.
your dumps.
Oh, right.
What?
don't know, that
In
sounded crazy.
Switzerland past 10 p.m. You know, remember?
No,
Where it's illegal to flush?
No, I know. I remember
yeah.
that. But no, I want to be posting like model pics again.
Honey, all
I
you
scheduled a
got to
shoot.
do is chin down, eyes up.
Yeah. I scheduled a shoot at the end of the month with a photographer
Oh.
because I said, I want to get back into this bag. But yeah, bottom line, I'll try to post more photos. But unfortunately, for now, we got to hit the reels because I got to build this platform.
Hey.
I'm sorry.
Don't ever apologize for being you or chasing after what you want.
I know. And Trevy was like, you should post this old reel, see how it does. It did well, but guess what? Every comment is debating whether or not I am a man. So I love that for me.
Welcome.
Literally.
Welcome.
They're like, it's about me being tall. And they're like,
And
this
I
girl's going to be so lonely her whole life. But is this a man? And I said, oh, that's crazy.
Well, you want to know what's like? Well, you want to know what's crazy? Is like when you originally posted that, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Were the comments like that?
Yeah.
Oh, they
were
were
horrible.
Okay.
They're horrible.
I was going to say, I feel like
every time.
I was wondering if they were more centered around you potentially being trans now than back then.
No, it was equal
the
amount
same.
of is she trans or not, which has literally never been an insult. So goodbye. But I'll say, yo, whenever I post something about being tall and it does well, the men are like,
Yeah, it's their first.
there was a comment that was like, I'm going to stick with my 5'1" queens. Thanks, you big bitch. And I was like, okay. Love you.
Go.
Go off.
They need a home.
They
know we're home at.
They know we're home at. But I'm like, they get so mad. It's so scary.
Yeah. The amount of back knee advice
I know,
that we got.
That was so great.
Even in my DMs, I'm still getting them. But it's like, I've tried all of this. I think there's like this spray that they sell at Target that like a lot of people kept saying that we should get or I should get. I know you don't.
I don't identify
Yeah, you don't
as someone with
identify.
back, even though I have it. Just don't tell anyone, you know.
Someone commented on our last episode, and I'm not gonna lie to you. The comment made me lol.
I loved it.
The comment made me lol, not because of like. I think just like imagining someone type this.
Insane.
It was just like, hey, are you okay?
Right.
I'm homophobic, but I can't get enough of this podcast.
We're changing lives.
We're changing lives. We're changing opinions. And it's like the little
okay.
smiling tear emoji.
It's like that was a level of honesty nobody asked for.
needed to know.
Yeah. It's like you could just say you like the podcast.
I'm homophobic, but I can't get enough of this podcast.
Thank you.
Hey, so what did you just say?
So maybe we work on the homophobia next.
Yeah. Hey, but I can't get enough of this podcast.
Hey.
Hey.
I mean, thank you.
I mean, hello and good night.
Yeah. That was a crazy comment.
Crazy.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, we are going to get into the unnamed segment where we answer your questions and advice and queries sent into our Instagram at 6 Feet Above Pod. So make sure you are following us over at 6 Feet Above Pod on Instagram to know when we post for questions.
Okay, the first one is, do women actually care if a guy has a six-pack or no?
I think it's a lovely addition for me, but I know women who love a beer belly. I think it depends on just the type of woman, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't like a six-pack. No, I'm not obsessed with a six-pack. I think something a little tight's nice.
I think it's an echo of... I think it's an echo of dedication.
It's hot.
I think and I think that this is why a lot of people like athletic men. I think that it shows that...
Love that.
I think that it shows that they're able to be consistent and dedicated to something. Yeah. And I know that that's thinking so deep because sometimes people can just wake up with abs, right? Like there's just people with...
Dude, men sneeze and they have abs.
I'm
it's
like...
so annoying.
And I sniff a cupcake and I'm like...
And God forbid.
BDI. My BDI is...
BDI is
past 700.
Yeah.
So I think it echoes dedication. Mm-hmm. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey.
I would love if like women had like a dad bod beauty standard. Like, please.
Yeah.
It's always no fat on the fucking arms or stomach and then
or
a fat ass.
Anywhere.
Pissing me
or
off.
else it's like...
Right.
BDI.
BDI. Oh my God, girl.
BDI is my new favorite one.
Not my credit
You're
score.
always like beady-eyed.
Beady-eyed.
What's beady-eyed? I love this question. If you two switched lives for 1 week, what would you do?
Oh my God.
I love this question.
Post reels on your Instagram.
Oh, okay.
It's like I don't want to embarrass you, you know? It's like if I'm in someone else's body, I don't want to embarrass
No, I do
you.
everything that I think you'd want to do.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like go out and like sabotage your life like Freaky Friday.
Right.
Where it's like the mom's like, you know, shaving her head and getting the tattoos and like
Just
the
out of
piercing or
control.
whatever.
Yeah. I mean, you like going out. I think I'd like go out a lot and get that youthful spirit in me. Cause I'm like, I hate it. I don't enjoy it. You gag when you're out. I'd go out.
I think I'd also do the same for you because I feel like you deserve to be looked at more. A lot of more people should see more Kate in their life.
That's so true.
They deserve it.
I know.
Yep.
Okay, so we just go out more.
Yeah. I also think that like I do a million photo shoots because I could.
Yeah.
I would play my own song in your Pilates class.
So important.
So
important.
would you sing a song if you were me?
Yeah, I'd go to like every karaoke bar. I'd vape so much.
Yeah, you vape so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah?
You better not vape when you're me.
Oh.
You can't.
What if I said I'd drink? You're like, that's fine.
Just do it. I might even alcoholic.
I might take you to Weekend 2 Coachella to see Megan.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
Fine, I'll do it. Twist me arm.
My arm. Twist me arm. LeMayo.
LeMayo.
Is that what it?
It's LeMao.
Oh.
Get it right.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Get it right and get it tight. LeMao.
Love you guys so much. Do you have any advice you'd give to your 16-year-old self?
I think she was bold, but I wish she was a little bolder. Mm-hmm. And I wish she skipped a major step. I wish she just jumped the gun instead of like coming out as like liking boys online. I think I would have saved myself a lot of time and a lot of insecurity. Mm-hmm. I also would have been like, I almost said like maybe, hey, don't pick up the bottle. But then like I feel like maybe it would have just caught on to me later in life.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't think I'd change my partying ways.
Mm-hmm.
I would be like, hey, save your money, because you're gonna go bankrupt when you're 22.
Mm-hmm. And that would be a crazy thing to hear when you're 16.
Yeah, but hey, so by the way, you're gonna like live under the freeway.
Be a drug addict.
Yeah,
lose all your money.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't think I'd actually tell her that because same with the alcohol thing. Like, I don't think if things didn't play out, like it could have happened to me when I was in my 30s or 40s.
Yeah.
Truthfully.
Yeah. I mean, I think about it and it's my first thought was I would tell 16-year-old Kate that you know, there's nothing wrong with her or the way she looks, and that it's okay. I was so ashamed of like how weird I was because people would tell me I was weird. And so I became like super mute at 16. And I was like, I just like want to be normal. And I'd be like, it is okay. But also at the same time, it's like anything I would hear at that age would just go right over my head. It doesn't matter if like a wise old sage came down from above
Jesus
and was
himself,
like,
yeah.
right. And was like, be weird. And like, you're going to drink a lot, but like actually start drinking earlier so you can get over with, you know? And it's like,
yeah, that's the thing. It's like, why don't you start at 12?
Like I should have drank earlier, but no, I think if anything, just lean into your weirdo friends. Cause I mean, weirdo friends is crazy, but my friends that I could be my full self with, I'm still friends with today. And my friends when I was 16 that I was like trying to be this like cool type of person for them, I don't fucking talk to them.
I mean, we're pretty weird. We're a pretty weird duo.
We're bizarre.
But that people love us.
Yeah.
And I love you.
I'm obsessed with you.
I'm legit obsessed with you. This is we've gotten this question before, but it cracks me up.
I love it.
My boyfriend won't take off his hat. We in that thing. It's been 6 months. Remember that question?
Wait, girl.
Last one is, what is your one, if you had to choose one, holy grail makeup product?
And it's like I just started getting into makeup this year, and I'm still learning.
Slayed.
Thank you. I'll say, I mean, it's really hard to pick one because if I'm gonna pick one, it's gonna be mascara, or else it's like giving bald rat. But
Well, but like...
Yeah, because you agreeing with that was crazy.
Yeah,
but
sorry.
So, but if I have to pick one new one, I've never dealt with foundation.
Okay.
Giorgio Armani foundation.
Luminous Silk foundation. It's a staple.
I always was like, people are out of their... What do you mean you're globbing on foundation on your face? It's insane.
Yeah, when you get your shade.
Yeah, because when I was younger, I like slapped it on my face. I was like, I look like a clown.
Yeah, it's about technique and matching the shade.
Then I went to Sephora, and you know, a gay helped me out. And
I'm homophobic, but I can't.
I'm homophobic, but I love the Sephora employees. So I'd say, yeah, Luminous Silk foundation. It's changed the game for me.
Can I make a rec if you want to break from it? Because sometimes what you'll know if you start to wear foundation, your skin will not wear it the same. It's like with like caffeine or nicotine or like weed.
That's
like
kind of true.
Your skin kind of gets like a tolerance. So you have to like switch it up every once in a while.
Wow.
When you feel like switching it up, my favorite right now, it's a skin tint. So it's a light to medium buildable.
Neat.
Makeup Forever skin tint.
So it's like a moisturizer.
With color in it. Yeah,
That's
That's
genius.
what I have on right now.
Because I have been wanting something a little lighter than this foundation.
Insane. It looks like your skin on crack.
Paris filter.
Crack. No, mind you. But talk about the Paris filter. So my holy grail right now is that, but I'm gonna break it down into two categories:
Please.
a liquid and a powder. Well, if I'm talking liquid, I'm talking the skin tint. If I'm talking powder, I don't know why you didn't get me on this sooner. The Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. For that, I'm grateful.
For that.
I'm grateful, yeah. I'm grateful that I had, I think, my favorite Coachella. I'm grateful to be back on this couch with you. Mm-hmm. I am grateful that I have a sparkly, fun little top on.
Hot.
Grateful I got to... Because you know I have a hard time crying. We talk about it a lot on here. I'm glad I got a cry out, and not only just an average cry, but a cry to Gaga.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I'm so grateful to be here. I'm grateful that you had a ball. I am grateful that Greek Easter is this weekend. I'm not really going to celebrate. Greek Easter is the same as regular Easter this year. That rarely happens.
And it's on 420.
Yeah. Hello.
Hey, trigger.
Blaze it. But I'm doing 2 shows.
Trigger's crazy, by the way.
I was like, yeah. I'm doing 2 comedy shows back to back. They are both high shows, though, which means everyone's high and they're smoking. What? They're inhaling the bongs. Wow, I haven't had weed in so long.
Is it like in the same room, like hot box?
Oh, yeah. I've done it before. It's horrible. I feel like high during it, and everyone's so blazed, and it's hard to make people laugh because their eyes are just like red. A spot is a spot is a spot. I'm trying to get better. I'm practicing how I'm performing. So I'm going in that room where everyone's high as fuck. I'm trying to make them laugh.
That's like me singing at a ketamine convention.
No, I know. It's crazy.
That's crazy,
and it's like
Kate.
all in the air, and everyone's sweat. And like you walk in and they offer you a joint for free.
Mind you.
And I'm like, this is free weed. I'm passing up, but I kind of have to.
Yeah.
So that's how I'm spending my weekend. And it's going to be great.
And I'm horny for that.
Me too. Yeah. And come to my comedy show. Literally, please.
April 27th at the Glendale Room.
I'll
be there.
Yes.
All right, you guys, we love you, and we will see you next motherfucking week.
Love you so much.
Bye.